So our melody, we have to do the melody at the same time that we do something else. So why don't we do the first melody note while we pluck our open G string? That's part of the C chord. Otherwise known as a pinch. In my world, I call that a pinch, and a lot of Travis pickers on the guitar call that a pinch. Pinch is simply when you play a string with your thumb at the same time that you play a string with your finger. Your thumb, of course, picks down towards the floor. Your finger picks up towards the ceiling. A pinch. There's our first move in Buckets of Rain. See that? Picking those two guys together. And then we want to grab the next melody note, which is D on your C string. C string 2nd fret is the note D. So there's the first two notes of our melody. Now we play an open E string. We can do that all by itself. We don't have to do any pinches or rolls or anything like that. Just simply play the melody note. That's half the battle with chord melody, is learn the melody, be able to perform the melody, be able to make it sound like a singer, a vocalist, play it expressively. Then take it from there. Don't attempt to do chord melody if you can't play the melody of a song. That's, I think a lot of other ukulele teachers would probably agree with me there, is that sometimes people get frustrated. They try to learn some chord melody stuff. They might have some Christmas songs that they learn from tutorial videos, or maybe they're trying to do some Beatles stuff out of a book that's chord melody, but it's frustrating for them because most of the time they haven't properly learned the melody of the song. So I highly suggest you sit down and first get this together. And just sort of get the idea of how Bob Dylan sang the song first. Alright, so enough lecturing about the importance of melody, although it is that important that I took some time out to tell you about that. Let's get back to our arrangement. So we pinched. We played the 2nd note of the melody, D, separately. We play the 3rd note of the melody separately, E, our open E string. But then the next note of the melody is a G note, and I do that along with my open C string. And there you have another pinch. The C string open, plucked with the thumb. The 3rd fret G note on your E string, played with my 3rd left-hand finger, and then I pinch that along with my thumb using my middle finger. You could use your index finger if you want. It's up to you. I use my middle. My index finger was already previously occupied, and I like to alternate. I like to use that classical guitar principle of alternating. So if I used my index finger, or I, first, next is going to come M, my middle finger. So I try to keep it I, M, as much as possible, within reason. Alright, so that gives you Buckets of Rain. You could keep it going. You could sprinkle some more picking in there to keep the rhythm going. I do that occasionally. I don't always plan that out, but I do that just to fill in the space and to keep the rhythm moving forward, some forward momentum. You could pick one note to keep the rhythm going, and if you were going to pick a note, we had just played our C string, so I kind of suggest that you play your G string so you're alternating, so you're not playing a bunch of the same note in a row. Music is more satisfying when it alternates between notes. So that open G would be a good choice there. All kinds of ways to do this. You could just, do something called a pedal tone, and a pedal tone is when you keep repeating a note over and over underneath other moving parts of the music. So you could have just picked G over and over and just keep that G going. That'd be okay. That's a valid style. That's used in a lot of fingerstyle ukulele and guitar. But I'm trying to alternate a little bit more here. I'm trying to get more into a Travis picking style. So let's review that phrase. This is all I'm going to show you today. But if you want the full tab, click the link down below. Go to my Patreon. I will put this up fairly soon. I'm going to do it up in the computer right and have it nice and neat. And it'll be a Patreon exclusive arrangement that if you're a patron of mine for as little as $1 a month, you can grab it. You can grab it and use it however you like. Just don't try to make money off of it. All right, so here we go. Slowly. Again, pinch, 2 separate melody notes, a pinch, and then fill it in. If you want, fill it in with a single note. Fill it in with 2 notes. Fill it in with more than 2 notes. However busy you want to get. That's your choice. That's your own aesthetic choice and artistic license, is to make your chord melody arrangement as simple or as complex as you feel like. I tend to fall in the middle. I wouldn't go too busy because it's a Bob Dylan song. It's kind of a folk song. We don't want to make it way busy. It's not trying to impress people. It's just trying to get the song across. So I wouldn't do too much, but that's up to you. That's your artistic license to do that. So one last time before we go. Fairly simple to do. If you break it all down, do it slow. So if that flew by and you weren't getting it and you needed to see the tab of it or wanted further explanation from me, become a patron. On Patreon, I make these available. You just pay your monthly thing, and then you get everything. You get access to everything that I've ever put up on Patreon, which is like hundreds of documents. And you have the option of emailing me or messaging me and asking me questions as if we were doing private lessons. I answer each and every question, unless you're like a spammer or something like that. If you're somebody selling me something, no. But if you have a legitimate question about ukulele playing and anything that I talk about, you want clarification, that comes with the territory. That's part of your Patreon package. All right, ukulele people, I appreciate you watching. Again, I wish you happy holidays and safe travels and all of that. I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.